Hey, we'll plan out the whole thing.
We'll talk.
Trying to script it as much as we could, and then you guys coming in and then rewriting a lot of what we made. But then also morning, good evening, a lot of what we afternoon. Everyone watching.
So glad to get to share
my
that
name is
story
Donny
with us,
O'Malley, and
and
you're
we get to
watching the
share
Vet
with
TV
the world.
podcast.
I'm
I am sitting here with
It's
three
incredible.
fantastic
I mean,
individuals right
even though
now.
they're taken to
I've
another
got
level
Tyler.
with us, the fact that he got it out there, I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
And this is what was so cool. Jordan, he kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, the best thing that happened, I think, on the entire on-set experience was when Jordan was dressed as a woman.
Oh my
and
God.
pretending to give my character for Sergeant Wexler head as part of a prostitution ring. Pretending, yeah. He did. It's nice.
He did.
And as he's on his knees in fishnets, busted ass lipstick, it's all fucked up. It's also on his teeth and then his purple eyeliner. He looks up and he's like, honestly, he looks up at me. Honestly, Donny, I just wanted to say how grateful I am for giving me the opportunity to say fuck you to my old command. This is really such a special experience. And I'm looking at him. I'm looking down at him like,
What the fuck?
you are so welcome.
He was so sensual with it too.
Yeah.
The hand, I
came
lost
in.
it.
Was the one.
He's like, he started choking and Donny, just like, you see the veins out of his arms.
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
like
God.
a sensual
The
stroke.
caress
Yeah.
and the sweat off the brow.
Oh, that's so
it was
perfect.
beautiful.
And it's actually quite funny because I very recently started appreciating
Men?
my ex-girlfriend's hand on my neck. Man, that's old news, man. Where the fuck you been? You see my shit? Come on. Me being gay, like that's something new. Come on. No, my ex-girlfriend's hand on my neck. I'm finally like, oh wow, that's kind of exhilarating. And then Jordan did it on set, and my boner popped him right in his fucking chin. I'm like,
How'd
go
the goatee feel? How'd the goatee feel when you popped that? I mean, just that little tickle. What's that like?
Ooh,
It's like the
more rough.
70s all over again? That's
Very
what I
sensitive.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Tactical Operations Center is a really cool show. If you have ever served in a Tactical Operations Center, if you have ever served in a company office, or if you've ever served in an administrative environment, you're going to relate to this show because it has all of these experiences in the military are universal. It doesn't matter what branch it is.
Yep.
Exactly.
You have experienced the chaos of a command center type environment. You've experienced the interactions between a whole bunch of different ranks, from senior ranking officers all the way down to the most junior of soldiers and service members. And you've experienced really, really good leaders who are going to take care of you and really shitty leaders who don't give a fuck about you and are just concerned about their fit rep, their career, their next billet. And some people, they'll put people's lives at risk just because it's going to help them on their fit rep. And these are all frustrating things that we're here to make fucking comedy about. So.
That's right, man.
So we're all very excited for you to watch Tactical Operations Center.
Definitely.
Next up, this has been going on for a couple weeks now. This is the Irreverent Warriors Dollar for Dollar campaign. Okay, we Vet TV are going to match your donations dollar for dollar. If you donate $5, Vet TV is donating $5 up to $25,000. And we have another week, I think, till March 15th for this thing to happen. Okay, so what is the date today? 9th? Okay, so we got 6 days. 6 more days. We're close. We're really close.
Really? Make it
Yes,
happen.
we are.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. So we're probably going to be going live. We're probably going to want your guys' help, actually, if you don't mind.
Oh,
going live.
for sure.
Full send. Let's go.
And I want to make sure that everybody knows that Irreverent Warriors financials, where our money goes, is public information. If you have questions about where the money goes, you can simply look it up, and you'll see that 90-something, almost 95% of the money that comes in goes to the mission. That's how nonprofits are graded. They're based on how much goes to the mission and how much goes to administration. Big nonprofits like Wounded Warrior Project, 50% of the money goes to administration.
Yeah.
Whack.
I've heard not so great stories about that.
Yeah. So although they do some good things with the money that goes to the mission, it's not efficient.
Yeah.
This nonprofit, we know how to stretch a fucking dollar to do great things for the veteran community. And so donate now, donate up until March 15th. Dollar for dollar, we're going to match that shit. We'll come back to that later on.
Okay.
Next up, I want to announce the St. Patty's Day shirts. Okay, check it out. Pop, pop, pop.
Ooh, O'Malley's, the world's gayest straight bar.
O'Malley's Pub, world's gayest straight bar. Fucking sickest bar I've never been to.
It's gonna happen.
It sounds like a good time.
Yeah, this is like a separate tagline for it. So we have all these shirts. Check the Vet TV website right now. These shirts are, I cannot stop wearing these right here. These guys, right? So we have several different colors. We wanted you in one of them, but it was too dark for this background here.
Yeah.
But I think these are sick as fuck. We've got this in black with white clovers in here, and then we also have gray. So check out in the Vet TV store, shop.veterantv.com. And then also for the Reverend Warriors, almost forgot, veterantv.com/donate.
Donnie, let's talk about your silkies, though.
Oh, my silky.
Oh.
Check this shit out.
Looks like we got new silkies.
Look at that shit.
Ooh. You gotta do a turn.
I like the jiggle.
You gotta do a
Yeah.
turn. Clinch it. You gotta clinch it.
There you go. There you go. Earn that money, Donnie.
Sucking the sheet.
Earn
in.
that.
Oh, dude.
That's earn that money.
Speaking
Okay.
of, you know, a blowjob is good when you like finish and you stand up and you have to pull the sheets out your ass. Because you know you're all stuck. Honey, we need to wash the sheets again. What happened?
Can you
Yes,
imagine?
did.
Can you imagine like spending the night at somebody's house, like you're at a party or whatever, and you get too drunk, so they're gonna let you stay over, and you just see these like tiger stripes in the sheet.
How many
I'm
did you
automatically
get?
Gonna know now,
How
like,
many did
what
you
the
get?
fuck?
Whoopsie fudge stripes.
Wow.
Racing stripes.
So I'm assuming
That was a
I had a
segue.
wedgie when I stood up. Is that what brought that up?
Yeah.
As soon as that, I was like clenched, and I was like, well, that's
They
like
just
the
went
sheet.
right in.
that visual from the talk set got you going again.
It did.
Got you
It really
clenching, man.
Anyways, these silkies right here, I don't know if they're for sale yet. I don't know. Do you guys know? No, I don't know if they're for sale yet. But if you like the silkies that I'm wearing, it's got the pattern. These things are super, they're the most comfy silkies that I've ever put on. And if you guys like them, then we're going to start producing them. And we're also going to change up the logos that go on in these things. But these things are unbelievably comfortable. Yeah. I don't know what the material is, but
It's boyfriend material.
it's
amazing.
fucking
It's
hot
material.
boyfriend
Wow.
material.
boyfriend material.
Hot boyfriend material.
Next up, tomorrow, the episode of Veteran Television that airs is Troops Gone Wild Season 2, Episode 6. We have one of the guest stars of Troops Gone Wild Season 2 on set right now.
Who is it? Is it Rico? Is that Rico?
Rico.
Well, Rico had different facial hair last time. What happened?
He did.
Yeah.
He was all Talibaned up.
I was. I was not Al Qaeda, but I had
Taliban.
You don't
glorious-
identify
I
as
had-
Al Qaeda?
Yeah, I do not identify as a Taliban or a terrorist of any nature. No, I had a glorious beard, and I had to shave it, but I did it for a good purpose. Tactical Operations Center.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, man,
You
respect.
look great. The stash, too.
Respect.
You guys got to tune in for that. You see,
That
see
was
the
that,
stash.
yeah, that dirty
you
sand
You've got to
shit.
see that.
Sexy as fuck.
It was.
I think you look way better without the beard.
What?
Yeah.
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 No flavor saver for you, Donnie?
If you kept something there, I'd be curious.
What about just like the one
Is that-
with the E, man?
Just
Just
the-
like
the-
the one
the
with
soul patch, man.
Okay, I'd be curious to see what it
The
looks like.
Soul
Soul
Snatcher
Patch?
3000,
Okay.
dude.
But the whole having it, you look so much younger without it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you
I
did.
definitely
So
do.
much
You
younger.
still have like
I look like a
8
seventh
years
grade
on me. You're
school
8 years older than me, but somehow you look. I look older.
older?
Good
I
genes,
look
bro.
older.
Yeah, black don't crack.
Exactly.
I am black, by the way. I don't feel like I should throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, in case something slips.
But yeah, I use
Are
a lot
you
of
half and
cocoa
half?
butter. Yeah, I'm black and Mexican. I'm black Tino.
Oh,
Black
Oh.
Tino. Yes. You heard black skin, like I'm like bougie, so I'm like black Tino.
oh my God! I was
okay.
telling Matthias recently. I dated we called her Blexican.
Yeah, okay.
When I say we, I mean me and her. She was a Blexican.
black skin.
Yeah, best of both worlds, man.
So you got
Yeah.
that jungle fever.
I do.
I'm way too
I
white to
do.
join this.
You said I'm way too white to join.
No, nope. I have no cards. I look like a colonizer. I can't.
I think you really do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Like I got
Yeah, when he played Burton, he like you could.
It was like he's gonna slip.
No,
right?
no, no.
Every time. Every
you
time.
Burton was
Like,
at a Trump
you-
rally.
Yeah, oh my god,
Burton.
you look like you were at the Capitol.
Yeah.
I like Trump back when he was on The Apprentice.
Apprentice.
Yeah.
Only apprentice.
Oh
I want to know
man.
what Burton's backstory is. Like after this, you gotta. I know there's like some.
I'll come up with
back,
one,
yeah.
man. I mean,
deep-rooted
I might be
backstory.
quoting like
You
some of my
definitely
old
got
relatives. I don't know,
Yeah.
but usually, like what I try to harness into was this is how I talk in Call of Duty lobbies. This is how I talk to kids on the
So
internet.
if you're
I
watching
feel
and
bad
you've
for those
ever
kids.
heard that
That's
voice,
amazing.
Yeah.
this is the face to it, the colonizer face.
This is it. This,
He looks like he's been reading Manifest Destiny weekly.
Oh my god. This is it.
Charles Manson was onto something.
Okay, so Choose Gone 2, episode 6. By the way, I'm super jelly that my best friend, Chris,
Christopher Mack.
drove all the way up to see you to record some tiny ass clips and then did nothing but rave about you ever since. Yeah. By the way, he's going to come tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come
That
hang
was
out.
it was so much fun. We literally just hung out and we were watching when we like actually took breaks. We watched just Bet TV the whole time.
Nice.
It was really we had a moment.
Oh my God, that's great.
We had a Polish bratwurst moment too, but that's for another time.
Bratwurst.
Yeah, we got
He's a
See,
special
I'm-
guy.
I'm
Be
white
good
as
to him.
special.
Be good to
yeah,
him.
he's very sensual too.
Bratwurst.
Very sensual. Yeah, bratwurst.
Bratwurst. I
Is
think
it
I'm white
bratwurst or
enough to say
bratwurst?
you can't say it like
I
that.
can't say that.
No, I think it's brat.
Bratwurst.
Rot.
There's a U in there somewhere.
Bratwurst does sound kind of like demeaning. Like yeah,
Yeah,
bratwurst.
yeah.
I like my bratwurst.
Let me get some of that fucking brat worst.
Bratwurst. Yeah, it sounds like you don't
Yeah,
like
I definitely
it.
couldn't say it like that. I
No.
feel like I'd get like yeah.
It's like me with Dartmouth. I still can't pronounce it. I fuck it up.
You
Every
did that time. You really just
I said
did.
it perfect. Why the fuck can I get it in the shot? I was
Because
thinking
you weren't
moment.
thinking about it.
Yeah, I said Dartmouth or something.
Dartmouth,
And
Dartmouth,
Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Ramraz.
Ramirez. He died, man. Rest in peace, Ramirez.
All right, we're moving on to military news.
Oh fuck yeah.
We got some.
Let's go.
We got some real good old fashioned military patheticness to poke out today. So the first thing we're going to talk about it's this article, Military Times, or might have been Military Times, titled "Just One Six-Pack: NAS Pensacola limits alcohol sales as discipline problems increase."
Wow. Wow.
So they
One
just-
6-pack per person.
Yeah, they put a restriction as to you can only buy 1 6-pack per person. Is it per day?
A day.
Per day.
So you could go in there.
This has
and get one
this
six-pack
has to be a
day.
Navy
A day,
base.
yeah, I was
right?
gonna
This
say.
is definitely a Navy base. This sounds like a Navy base.
Navy
Yeah,
would
it is a
start
Navy
something
Yeah,
base.
like that.
we
The
called
Navy
that.
would
We call
start
it 6-pack brunch back then. Yeah, so I get it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, tell me, did you guys ever drink on the job?
You're out.
Some sailors do.
Oh, some sailors
There we
do.
go.
Some sailors had flasks that had hid up in their breast pocket that it tasted like whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some
yeah.
sailors do that.
Not as often because we had that real 9 to 5 type thing, so we could literally just drive out of the base or put beer in your cooler in your car. You get off of work. We had a beach right next to the ship, so we could get off of work, go drink at the beach.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah,
What a life.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, why do we... okay, it says as
What a life.
disciplinary problems increase.
it's tough.
Discipline problems, and more specifically, alcohol-related incidents have wrecked the United States military since the beginning of its existence.
Yes.
So what happened in the Navy? What do we think happened that caused them to change the policy on
White
alcohol?
claws.
White claws?
Ain't no laws when you're
Four
drinking
Locos.
claws.
White claws or Four Locos.
See, they don't do 4 Locos like they used to, man. The old 4 Locos. I
I've
can
had
see
one
why they
Four
took them
Loko
off base.
in my life, and I know why they take it away.
Yeah.
I know why. Have you ever had a Four Loko?
I've had some sips, but
I've had 4
I
locos
never
like
crushed
a
'em.
punch, but not like a whole.
It's like spice for alcohol.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not the
it's
real
the
thing, but it will
perfect way, yeah.
hurt you. It will hurt you.
It's
Wow.
weird.
I remembered hearing terrible things about it.
Yeah.
I was kind of
I've
scared.
never done meth, but I assume that's like meth in a can.
That's what I've heard. It's like meth in a can.
Yeah. The only place you can do it is behind a dumpster. Same with 4 Loco.
That's where they sell it. Now.
Yeah.
Hey man, what do you need? You got any Four Locos? Like, whoa,
I got meth though.
Hang out back.
I can't say
I got
that.
heroin. I got all that stuff for Four Loco. Goddamn, you fucking think I'm?
Easy, buddy.
So
No, no, I get
the
that.
6-pack, is that? I'm assuming that's just on base, and with the coronavirus and everything, I'm sure that's
Yeah.
limiting people to go off base to get more.
It's probably because
Because
since COVID's happened,
People are
everyone's
drinking.
buying alcohol more.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to pass the time. There's nothing to do. Like it's the same thing. Like when I was in Spain, there was nothing to do in that base. So all you did was drink to pass the time.
If I was in Spain, there was a lot I could find to do.
I was in the,
if I was given that opportunity.
dude, but we had such like restrictions to go out and stuff like that, and our
Yeah.
base wasn't great. We weren't in a U.S. base. It was like from their Air Force.
Right.
So the facilities weren't that great, and there was nothing to do. And to
Damn.
try to leave base was a bitch.
Like I
So
can imagine.
all you did was drink.
Yeah. I can believe that. Even now with Corona, like if the only couple things that you have to do are usually MWR funded out there. So if you think about it, they shut those things down, and then they're gonna probably shut down liquor licenses for on base restaurants. The next thing to do is just drink at your own home.
So you
I'm
feel like
sure
it
that
worked
leads-
its way to this, and that's where like the command
Right,
is like, this
right,
is
and
the
you can
best
see that like if
avenue.
people are at home and they're starting to drink at 4 o'clock and they decide, hey, I have to go somewhere
AM or
now.
PM?
Whatever. Doesn't
Whatever.
matter, man. Drink to the phone, baby.
I have a thought. I've been thinking this since you guys have been talking. I've been running this through my head. I was debating saying it, but I'm just gonna fucking send it.
Send it.
I think it would be really, really funny, and I only think this because of how aware I am of how fucked up the military is, but especially how fucked up the men who run the military are. What if the reason, the disciplinary problems that are now making them change this fucking policy are that male-on-male sexual assaults are fucking through the roof nowadays?
That
And
wouldn't
then
surprise
now
me.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to do something about it.
Stop the drinking.
Women have been assaulted for fucking hundreds of years, but now that the rates of male-on-male assault are up, they're just like, oh, fuck, we
the
got to do
alcohol.
something about this.
Like, that's
We
gonna
can't let
happen.
this happen anymore.
It's the White Claws. Someone took
definitely
that
the White
no
Claws.
laws thing to a serious extent.
White Claws get people fruity,
Thousands of fucking men drinking thousands of White Claws.
dude.
This shit's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, something's
It's gonna get weird.
Something's gonna happen.
Okay, I was also thinking, what do the PXs look like now? Right? So think of all the shelves that used to have hard liquor on them, probably no longer on the shelves.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
So if you can only buy a 6-pack, did they get rid of all the 12 packs, 24 packs? Is it just stocked
Wait,
with 6 packs?
I was
Like
gonna say
there's
maybe
no
they-
option? What if you go in as a couple? Could we get a 12-pack? Like let's say we're a domestic partnership.
Yes.
And we go in holding hands.
Yep.
Could we get a 6-pack each? So
You
then
might have to check out twice. You
I
know.
think we can get a 6-pack each.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Oh,
I think the policy allows that. But how fucking long are the lines now?
that's true.
Fucking huge.
Squad leaders are now making it mandatory. Everyone over 21 is now going, and they're doing their duty every
Yes.
day to go buy
Yeah.
a fucking 6-pack.
Yeah.
Did you buy your 6-pack? Like, fuck.
But none of them is for that specific member. It's gonna be for the NCO.
Correct.
Yeah.
Have it
yeah,
stockpiled
exactly.
in his fucking fridge, and
Right.
then he'll sell it if he's smart.
Oh my God.
You know, people are trading like AFIS points or things like that.
Yes.
They're trading that kind of
AFIS
stuff
military
off.
star
Yeah.
card?
Yeah, they're like, hey man, how much for a beer? $16
It's
for
like
a
dipping
Bush
the field.
Light.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
For a
Dipping
Busch
smokes.
Light.
yeah. He's like, hey man, let me get a beer. That's 100% interest. You owe me 2. You know, the next payday, man, you owe me a 6-pack and a pack of smokes.
Ugh, it's just getting fucking hard.
I guarantee that's how it's turning
what I
out.
did back in the day because I don't smoke. So we'd go out to the field, and the smokers they'd run out within
buy
like
s-
fucking
yeah.
3 days, and I'd sell packs for like $20. Now this is back in like the early 2000s, so I don't know how much a pack of cigarettes is, but I know it's not no $20.
Nowadays it's like $10
well, so
today.
back then it wasn't anywhere near that. So I'd be
Used to
like
trade-
$20, like
yeah.
fuck you. All right, I'll see you in 3 days.
Yeah.
and they'll come back like fuck it, man. Here.
It was the same, is it,
When they come back on scratch, you
Well,
like,
it was the-
Private
6,
pay
man.
back then was nothing.
Yo, it was the same thing underway, man. Like because you can't go anywhere and you don't have anyone to cry out. And we had like small underways, like a week to port, 3 or 4 days there, and a
I
week
have a
back
question. What is the underway?
when the ship goes out to sea.
Oh, when you get
And it's not a
underway?
deployment. Underway.
It's not gay if it's underway, bro.
only
yeah,
queer.
look,
It's
okay.
only queer on the pier.
Yes.
But so sometimes they forget to stock the cigarettes. So it's like 2 days into it, people are like, "Well, I need my smokes," and you go to the store, there's no smokes, and you happen to have a pack of cigarettes, you're set. You're set because you can't mail it. They don't have an air deck, so they're not going to.
Is there like a shop
fly it
bed on
in.
the boats?
There's little stores,
Like a
yeah.
little commissary, right?
Yeah, you have like all your little travel size trinkets and all that stuff. But
But you can use like a regular credit card, right? There's
no,
like,
there's actually a
Little cash
cashless ATM that's hooked
Yeah.
up to like satellite. So like when we're floating out there, it was like the
Yeah,
first
it's
time
so
they
weird.
started putting the chips on the cards.
Yeah.
Was like back for that kind of thing. So it was like going to an ATM, you put in your card, and it could automatically withdraw from your checking account
And
or
it just
whatever.
puts it on the card.
Puts it on the card. Yeah, you could use that card like some fashion to like at certain stores. You could use the strip on it for a credit type purchase, or use that chip for on ship purchases.
Yeah, when I was I did a training exercises on a boat. It lasted about a week. And they said, like, oh, if you want anything from the PX, get with a sailor and just pay them so they can hook you up because we don't take regular credit cards. I was like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah. Tell me the Navy's not good.
Its own world.
Get with the sailor.
Get with the sailor, baby.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, hook me up. Do you mind buying me a pack of smokes?
You're smashing the sailor out. What are you doing? You told me to get with a sailor.
See, back then.
Why are you walking so slow? My ass hurts. I got with a sailor. Shit.
That was like the beginning of the end for cash flow, man. It was like people were just like throwing credit cards in the air. That's how it worked. You're playing poker, like you're slapping those down like chips.
All right. Well, we'll see how long this this whole 1 6-pack thing holds up. But what I'm really curious about is at what point do the other branches or other bases start implementing policies like this?
I feel bad if they do.
Because this is specific to Pensacola. And look, here's the thing.
It's
having, been I wasn't in charge of too many people, but just seeing from a platoon commander level how many guys ruin their lives with alcohol.
That's true.
I would love to see the numbers if all the bases eliminated hard alcohol completely, like they just don't sell it, and started getting harder on the Marines or sailors or soldiers, whatever, on alcohol policies. The problem is that you're not going to tell all those alcoholic gunnies. You're not going to get them to stop fucking chugging hard A.
Exactly.
Right.
And so the junior soldiers are going to be stuck, like, not having hard A, looking at gunny coming to work drunk.
Yep.
And that's going to be hard to enforce. But I'd love to see what would happen if that was the case. That'd be interesting.
When I was in, there was a zero tolerance policy, and it seemed like it didn't have an effect. And that was it was. They always call it zero tolerance, you know. And then
Never
it's
take it
wishy-washy.
serious.
It's like, oh look, Master Chief just pulled in with liquor on his breath. He's like, just hang out, man. Just go home for the day.
Dude,
You know, they send him home. He drives home.
But can you
Drive
imagine
some.
being stationed in a place like Fort Irwin or 29 Palms, and they tell you, no, you can't drink, and you're in the middle of a fucking shithole? You know how catastrophic that would be to morale?
Well, here's the thing, though. In combat,
You don't have that.
You don't have
ability.
it.
So every
Well, you
time
have
I've been
nervous, though.
guys have the time of their lives.
not when you're not on deploy or
You-
not when you're
do-
out.
do you
So when
think-
you're on the fob, like you don't have shit to do,
Yeah.
right? So when we were out doing a patrol, you're not on guard duty. You don't have all the you don't have the PX. You don't have all the MWR stuff where we were. All you do is fuck with each other and just
Look, we adapt.
Yeah.
That's why I
fair.
want to see this happen.
Right.
Like, doesn't matter what type of miserable situation we're put in. Like, think of the fucking
Yeah.
Korean War, Vietnam.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fair.
Whack.
I wouldn't
fucking
in
misery.
Vietnam, they got.
Well, yeah. I mean, they had heroin to get through.
No opium for anyone.
Yeah, for
Those
days.
guys were good.
Yeah.
Or the monsoons. But like, we adapt. So it's like, I'd love to see how guys would
You know,
adapt.
I think it's
about
more of like in the conversation of like what more things can you provide on the base for them to do other than drink. You know,
Ooh, I really like that.
more than just cheap reusable equipment. You know, it's like, hey, go kayaking. You know,
Yeah.
like real stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
people
So if you're
interested
gonna
in
take
all
away
kinds
from
of
them,
hobbies.
Give them something to look
Yes,
forward to.
yeah.
okay.
Don't come at. Don't just
Yeah.
give me a problem. Bring a solution to it.
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I like it.
Good shit.
Copywritten.
Okay, we're going to push on to the other headline that we were talking about. Remember the headline about the animals
Oh,
that militaries have used?
Oh my god,
Okay, what's your favorite one?
the elephant.
Tell me more.
Who the fuck looks at an elephant and is like, yeah, we can use them. What is it, to sniff IDs?
Yes.
What the fuck? Why would you use? I mean, it makes the jobs for the poachers a lot easier because they hit an ID, boom, blow up. They don't even have to kill the animal. Just go straight for the tusk and fucking dip.
the heaviest land animal of all time. You want them looking for pressure sensitive
Yeah.
land mines.
Okay, well, look.
As an engineer, I'd be cool with that.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
So just think, if you are a human being who's stepping on a landmine that is intended for a tank, you're not going to trigger it. You don't weigh enough.
Yeah.
You'll step right on top of it, even with all the weight on your back. And step over, and this actually happened to us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I and my team specifically stepped over. I mean, we walked in the exact same path that the truck fucking popped an IED on right behind us. Okay.
Oh
And
yeah, there's no way you just missed it. Like how many guys were patrolling?
there's probably
you?
12 of us.
Yeah, but
There's no way 12
there's a
guys-
huge difference between an anti-tank and an anti-personnel.
Yeah, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, there's no way
Wow.
you like skedaddled over like
Yeah.
So you
an
guys
ID.
guarantee stepped on it.
Yeah, and it was a fucking big one. So the truck got mangled, and so now, from my perspective, I'm like, all right, well, if I was in the jungle and I got a platoon and I know there's a minefield there,
That's fair.
and I see an elephant, I'm gonna find some way to convince that elephant to walk that way.
Come here, Dumbo.
Because
Come here,
he's
Dumbo.
gonna pop all the fucking heavy landmines, so my guys don't have to pop them.
And he can
So
take
that's
more damage.
kind of brilliant. But they also, I think they train them to smell them as well,
Like
That-
like
because they have a
dogs.
great sense of smell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm curious.
the elephants.
Yeah.
Because not to give them credit, but terrorists, they come up with they got some ingenuity.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Because
They do.
I've come across, or not me just personally, but we've come across so many different IEDs of different grades of different this, like using fucking diesel fuel and bat shit to make a bomb, and like so many different things. They come up with all sorts of ideas.
That shit. Yeah.
That shit, yeah. Guano.
Guano. Yeah.
Guano 101, bro.
Well, I need to take the 101 class.
But yeah, no, I'd be interested to see, like, how do you train an animal to
Yeah.
do some shit? Like, I can't even, like, my dog, I can get him to sit. Other than that, like, how the fuck do you train an animal to sniff IEDs?
Also, I thought an elephant is really smart. I could just
They're
imagine
extremely
an
smart.
elephant
Yeah.
being put through the training process and being like,
Yo, this is stupid. No. I ain't gonna do this.
"Fuck out of here."
Right? Like, y'all want me to walk out here.
I mean, think about it.
And eventually, that's a super expendable. Like, there's not enough elephants in the world. You'll eventually run out.
Right.
Peter's gonna hate him.
Yeah, that's gotta
huge.
that's gotta do with
Yeah.
the population. I wonder what like an elephant would look like in an EOD suit though. When you say it out loud.
They don't need a EOD suit.
I mean, but how incredible would that be though?
EOD suits
That'd be
don't
expensive.
I'm
suit.
thinking like
you know what
Barnum and
EOD
Bailey,
suits do?
like Barnum and Bailey meets Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you know what
that's-
EOD
Yeah.
suits do? They hold the body into it. They just keep
Yeah,
everything
they let the
together.
body get liquefied.
Oh,
That's old.
That's great.
that's a fancy blender.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
gotta-
expensive, heavy ass.
That's, yeah.
You got a Vitamix
It
and
just
OD
keeps it all-
green.
It keeps it all tight like a toy.
You want a human smoothie? Just cut the yellow wire.
It just speaks to how fucking incredible EOD techs are.
How much?
Yeah.
balls-
Yeah.
Unbelievable fucking human beings to,
Oh.
especially if you've been a tech in the last 20 years, how often you've deployed, how many friends you've lost, and you just still keep doing it. My buddy, I have a bunch of EOD tech friends, including one of the guys here at the company, Dan Schenkel.
Oh yeah.
His experience was fucking insane, like out of this world. But this one friend of mine, Frankie Campos, he said that when his team leader, every morning he'd wake up in his cot and he'd be like, I think the Taliban are going to get me today. I don't know, man. They might. They might.
As a follow up, when we
the way to
deployed,
do it, man.
with an EOD unit, and I asked him, man, how does it feel, being in that situation? And he's like, well, either two things are gonna happen. I either get it right, or it's not gonna be my problem.
Oh, yeah, that's what my buddy said.
Yeah.
My best friend in Afghanistan, Sergeant Loya, he used to say, I used to say the same thing because he was an assaultman. He wasn't even an engineer, nor an EOD tech. He was an assaultman who would dig the fucking IEDs out of the ground because they would mark and bypass because they never had enough time to wait for EOD.
Yeah.
They have to
EOD
mark
always
it.
takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
EOD is like a teenage girl
They're worse than comms or more.
getting ready for a date or something. Like they take forever to get there.
And so, he was just like, fuck it. Like every time we mark and bypass on the way back on the patrol, we notice that it's been dug out of the ground and re-emplaced on us. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to cut him out. So he started digging them out himself. And I asked him on a podcast once, I was like, fucking, like, what goes through your mind? He goes, well, if I don't get it right, then I take a dirt nap and it's somebody else's fucking problem.
At least you don't feel it. Like that would be my thing. Like you wouldn't feel it.
Yeah.
So
Oh
I'd be
no,
cool
he
with that.
actually blew one. He made a mistake once, and it fucking blew him 20 yards. He went 10 feet in the air,
Oh my.
landed in a fucking in a wadi, and he was underwater, looking up from being under the water, looking up, and he thought he was dead and was looking at like heaven, like, heading
Like, he's
towards
like-
there,
Yeah.
because his brain was rocked. Yeah, dude. And then
Wow.
he realized, oh my God, I'm alive. And then he thought, oh my God, I think I lost my legs. And then he stands up and he's like, oh my God, I have my legs. And then he starts looking around and he realizes that he doesn't have his rifle because he got blown far. And so it's diving around looking for his rifle. And then the guy comes over and he ended up, I mean, his brain got fucked up terribly. He went back to first grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then he worked himself back. And then we deployed together like 2 years later.
What the
No
fuck?
way.
He
In
had
2
He had to get
years.
payback. Yeah.
In 2 years.
Is that crazy?
That's
What a warrior.
That's hard.
What
He
a
needs payback.
fucking
That's
badass.
nuts, dude.
That's
Could you
hardcore.
imagine like
man.
being at the gym? It's like, yeah, bro, I bench 400. Yeah, I got blown up
Yeah.
and survived.
I got blown up
on
3 months
Tuesday,
ago.
bro.
3 months back, and I'm back.
No, here's the thing. And when they went to call a fucking medevac hopper or medevac
He
bird,
waved him off, didn't
he
he?
waved him up. He was
Waved
like,
him off.
he knocked the radio out of his hand. Like, fucking quit being a bitch, dude. I'm fine. He's like bleeding out of both ears.
That's some David
Like,
Goggins
you're fucking
shit.
good, bro.
Like, get hard.
Yeah.
That's like some David Goggins shit.
That's
Holy
good.
fuck.
That's
Crazy
crazy.
shit.
That's dope.
So anyway, how the fuck did we get there? Oh, the bomb things. Okay, what were the other animals?
Ooh,
That were
the
ridiculous.
Mark 17 bottlenose dolphin.
Oh my God.
The Mark 17. The U.S.
they put
Navy,
like
they put a Mark
military
17.
nomenclature.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna call this the Mark 17 bottlenose.
Mark 16's taken, I think. I don't know. What do you want to call a dolphin? Can you imagine just like looking at the
How did
list?
they land on that number?
Like
Yeah.
you're looking at the
Yeah.
list, you're like, okay, this is a rifle, this is a tank, this is an aircraft. Oh, there's the dolphin. What the fuck? Yeah, like landmine sniffing dolphins. Like apparently, I don't know. I've always think of like some Bruce Wayne shit. You know, like they're equipped with razor blades to cut off like submarine nets and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure what they do other than sniffing landmines. But dolphins, cameras on their heads and everything.
You know what that reminds me of? The sharks with lasers from Austin
Sharks
Powers.
with frickin' lasers on their frickin'
from Austin
heads.
Powers. That would just look fucking ridiculous.
But again, us teaching a smart animal to do something horrible like that, you wouldn't think they'd be like, man, you're retarded. I ain't doing this.
Yeah,
Fuck
The
that.
dolphin's like, there's mines everywhere.
yeah.
The dolphin just sent a couple pings. He's like,
You got one over there.
no. Not doing it, buddy. Not happening.
I'm out. I'm gonna go have sex.
So
Yeah, you
think
don't pay
about
me
it. If dolphins are smart, right? They communicate. After the first dolphin didn't make it, you know, they're like, okay,
where's Fred at?
he didn't, like, you know, yeah, they get to the graduating class of dolphins, EOD school,
They
right?
get pinned like a seal. You think they were upset about Navy SEALs?
Yeah.
They got this huge fucking
Yeah.
rivalry. Fuck you.
How funny would it be if they had a dolphin hazing incident? Because remember when they were pinning the fucking the jump wings on the
Yes.
Marines who
Yes.
were going to
Oh,
jump
yeah.
school? And they fucking punch the wings into the chest, right? And like everyone lines up.
With white t-shirts.
Yeah. I've done it. It's actually exhilarating.
Fucking dope.
I can't
Every
imagine.
punch, you're just like,
Yeah.
When I joined, we were still in the Army. We still had rank on the collars.
Oh, okay.
And so when you get new rank, they would just do the pins. So
Same
you
thing
get
for
your
the
pins.
Marines.
One time, it broke off one of the pins in my collarbone.
oh my
So
God.
I pulled it out. I was like, "Whoa, where's the thing?" And you can just see it sticking out. But it's like you said, like it's an adrenaline thing. You're like, yeah.
After
And
the
it was
first
like
few
E2.
hits,
It
yeah.
was like the next rank up. I'm like, yeah.
So you
I don't
did
got a
get
flapping
blood
collar.
wing, Donnie?
Is that considered blood wings? Yeah. Yeah, it
Wait,
is. It
wait,
is considered blood wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I got fucking smashed on my period. Got my blood wings.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Yeah. I didn't go to the jump school at Benning, is it? I went to this jump school called RCPT, Round Canopy Parachute Team. Grunt Style actually sent me to the school.
I saw the video.
So fucking sick.
Oh,
With Pop Smoke
Yeah,
and
it's-
all
you were with
I was
a
with
couple of them.
Jack Mandeville, Rich High, Dan Sharp, Big John Simons from Warfighter Tobacco, and the whole thing was put on by Grunt Style, Tim Denson, Daniel Eric, yeah, and Mike Fahey. It's an incredible thing. The whole school is taught by Army jump masters, and these guys do it. They volunteer to come to this thing twice a year and teach a whole bunch of people who sign up for this.
Yeah.
How to jump out of fucking airplanes, static line.
What?
It's insane. And absolutely terrifying on the first jump.
So do they do this like annually or
Twice a year.
Twice a year?
Twice a year. Yeah.
I want to sign up.
We have
You
to
should
get on
sign
that
up.
weekend.
Yeah, that
we
does
have to
sound
get
good.
on.
18 years in the Army.
I'll send
I've
you
yet
their
to get to
information.
Jump out of a plane.
And it's pretty fucking cool. And they, so this ceremony is no longer allowed in the Army, where all of the graduates of the school.
But there's a consent form here.
But here, they still do this ceremony. So it's all jump masters. A lot of these guys are over 40 years old. A lot of these guys are actually ex-Green Berets. These are and you look at them, they're the nicest, funniest, fucking silliest guys you ever met.
Yeah.
But then you hear from somebody else that guy's backstory. Like that guy was a Brave fucking for 12 years.
Yeah.
Did like fucking eight deployments between Iraq and Afghanistan. That guy's killed like 85 people. Yeah. And it's the nicest fucking guy in the whole group, And these guys all lined up. And I mean, I kind of half expected them to like not go that hard. Kind of just be like, congratulations.
No, they went full force.
Full force. And there's this one guy who's the biggest fucking guy in the whole
That's
thing.
the person I
This
get.
motherfucker was like
he's a Hulk smash,
6'5". He looked like he played offensive line for some professional
Just
football
all
team.
muscle.
Hands this fucking big.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, he's probably going to go nice because he knows he's a big guy. He knocked half of us down. With this fucking...
You saw the first guy who was sitting there.
His
You see
hand
the
was
first
so
guy?
big.
Just punching through you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was breaking collarbones with his hand.
Did you open hand or close hand?
Open hand, I think. I think he did open.
Well, you wouldn't be
A lot of
here with
guys
us if it was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here with us.
Your shit
Yeah, this is
up.
be in memoriam
Can
of
you imagine
Donny.
seeing that? Like the first guy down there. Hey, is this still consent? No, I don't consent no more. Like, can you imagine? Like,
Fuck, I don't
What's the safe word? What's the
Where's
safe
Daryl?
word?
pineapple.
Pineapple.
Right before you hit just real slow, just gentle.
I broke that collarbone.
I broke it. I have broke my
just
collarbone
hear
too.
Have you?
Really?
You felt it. All right, guys. We've before we now that we're done bashing on the military, we got to pay some respect and love. For what? For what again?
Women's History Month, right?
Women's History Month.
Women's
Yesterday
History,
being
yeah.
International Women's Day. I'm going to lead this. I'm going to give some incredible love and respect to the incredible women who raised me. My mom, Colombian immigrant, came to this country at 8 years old.
Wow.
Went through schooling in New York City, in Queens, in a bad neighborhood in Queens. And then her entire life, she was the head librarian of a high school.
Wow.
Or a high school or middle school, and a teacher. She taught English. She taught English as a second language. And
That's
the
cool.
only schools that she ever worked in were in the inner city. Because she couldn't work. I think she tried it once. She tried working in a district that was a higher income district and like a really nice school. Yeah. And she couldn't handle it. She couldn't stand the kids or the administrators or the parents. So she went back to the inner city, and that's where she spent her entire fucking career. As an inner city, the head librarian. What she did was she made the library a safe haven for all the kids who wanted to get away from the gangs.
Right.
Because it was like once every month or two, my mom's school would get shut down for either a stabbing or a shooting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
every other month this would happen, and we'd get a phone call from mom. Oh yeah, I can't leave. Cops here. I don't know what time. Don't worry, I'm safe. I'm in the library. But like that was where she felt at home, and that's where she did the most for her community. And she's just absolutely incredible human being that raised me and helped
That's dope.
create. My mom created community everywhere she went, and that has enabled me to create community everywhere I go. Irreverent Warriors especially, and then here at Vet TV. And then my grandma, her mother, obviously Colombian immigrant, and she raised 5 kids mostly by herself, had an abusive husband, and worked sometimes up to 4 jobs to support the family. She cooked. She's very proud. She's like, my kids never eat McDonald's, Burger King, nothing like that. I make my food for my children with these hands. They're all these like crooked little arthritic hands.
Little old lady
She
hands.
made she sewed all her children's clothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
And she beat into them the importance of getting an education. And now all 5 of her children are incredibly successful. One's a plastic surgeon, one's a chiropractor who's got this multi-million-dollar business in Manhattan. And then 2 of her children are teachers, my mom and her sister, and my other one is an architect.
Wow.
So both my
amazing.
mother and my grandmother, unbelievable human beings. I want to give mad love to them, especially during this month. So who's up next?
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my mom and my 2 sisters. I always thought that like growing up was hard. I always thought it was hard as kids, and we always thought that it was tough what we were going through. But going back and seeing like the little things that our mom did for us, for like breakfast and stuff like that, it kept us afloat. Like we didn't have the cool breakfasts or the cool clothes or stuff like that. But when we got there, we were like, looking back, it was like, damn, like we were lucky to have those things, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, we grew up humble because of that. You know, my mom has always been there. I call her at any time for anything. My two sisters, they inspire me to keep up with this stuff with creativity and to get in this world. You know, they tell me more than anyone. They're like, you should get into acting, you should get into creativity or content creation, anything of that nature. My grandmother, I love you to death, also equally inspiring. You know, she's come from a tough background. It's given us all a lot of courage and respect for the small things. And in all, to no joke, all of my ex-girlfriends, like I've had troubled relationships, and they put up a lot of my shit growing up too, and I've learned a lot from them too.
Nice.
So women everywhere, man. I appreciate all of them.
Fucking mad love, man.
Yeah, man.
Mad love.
Cheers.
I'm getting all emotional and shit right now, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What do you got?
My mom. I mean, just piggyback off you guys. No, my mom for real. She raised me and my brother ultimately by herself, working multiple jobs. And then I'm gonna blame it all on my brother. He was very bougie growing up, and he had to always have the nicest shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the back seat. And I wore the Filas and the not so cool or hip shoes at the time, so he could have the Jordans and all that stuff, because they didn't call them J's back then; they called them Jordans. But no, it was the sacrifice she did, like just working multiple jobs, making sure we were both in sports, so making sure we got all of our sports going on. I mean, she ultimately worked more than just those two jobs. We were just the biggest job she could ever have, and she got us through, and both of us were successful. He just retired out of the Navy last month.
Wow.
26 years as a CB.
No kidding.
And then she raised two great boys, and nothing but praise and thanks.
Great boys.
Yeah, I'm still a boy. I'm still growing. That's why I'm short. I'm still
Okay.
Yeah.
You still haven't hit your growth spurt.
We get puberty number 2.0.
I'm sorry I forgot your booster seat, Rico.
Oh, damn.
We're going back. Okay.
Also a
They
huge
couldn't
thing.
tell until you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna note that. Okay.
Ain't
You
no
remember
shame,
that?
bro.
Remember that elbow?
Right on.
Yosef, as far as you, just letting you know, Lillian De Leon,
That's my mom's.
she commented on Facebook. She said, "Mama is watching you, Yosef."
You better be careful.
He's gonna be like. So with that being said, I want to talk about my sister.
So ain't no shame. I used to wear Shacks when I was growing up, man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So did
First person obviously is my mom's. We've had our share of ups and downs, but my mom always impressed me because she could do anything. My mom was a handyman. My mom was a plumber. My mom was a teacher. She did everything that in this world that's possible. She did it. She went from being a teacher to a loan officer to working in realty, or being a realtor, however you say it, to doing warranty. She still fucking amazes me. It's incredible. I can't stress enough. She managed to raise 3 kids almost kind of by herself, because my dad always worked because they had to provide. And my mom with 3 kids was able to do it. And I think we're pretty well off. You know, we're pretty okay. So big shout out to her. Love you, mommy. And the second and last but not least is my wife, Kat. Baby, if you're watching, I love you. She has supported pretty much every endeavor that I've wanted to do, from Marines to music production to doing the social media shit and acting. My wife is 5 months pregnant right now, and she's completely cool with me being here and pursuing my dream. And she's going to be the greatest mom to our little girl that we're going to have in July. I can't thank you enough, man. I wouldn't be here without your support, and I love you so fucking much. I know I say that every day, but I'm dead serious when I say I love you, and I appreciate all the sacrifice that you have made. You and I are a team, and we're in this together. I love you, baby.
Damn, man. It's getting hell emotional right now.
Guys, I'm a boy mom, a single boy mom, and
I was
and
gonna
really
get
hope
there.
my son grows up loving me as much as y'all
Right?
love your mom.
He will.
I'm telling you.
I see how much you love your boy. He's absolutely gonna love you.
We have to
Just
give
the
a
same.
huge shout out to the ladies here at Vet TV too.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay.
Production
Oh my
this
God.
weekend.
Okay, can we please talk about strong women? Don't worry, Lynn, I'm gonna get to you. But Jessica Mandala here at Vet TV.
Oh yes.
She is such an unbelievably fucking badass chick. And since she's come into this company, she has led so many creative endeavors, being in charge of a group of fucking men. And she's in charge like a boss.
Yes.
Tiny little fucking 5 foot nothing.
Yes.
That's fucking dope.
Pulling the strings and creating an environment that everyone loves being in. And she came in here with mostly acting experience, and now she's a writer, director, producer, actor.
That's fucking sick.
Doing all the
That's
things.
incredible.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And as a woman, Jessica represents strong and independent and courageous and also fucking hysterical woman all across the
Absolutely.
world.
That's
So
a
I just
boss.
got to lay it down for you, Jess. Jess, love you so much. You're incredible. And then we also have Sarah's a Husky. Sarah's unbelievable, incredible
Sarah,
woman.
I can't thank Sarah enough.
She's our
Yeah.
community
Straight up.
manager.
Oh.
Used to do social media, community manager now. And Sarah's going through a lot, and she still fucking pushes on.
And she still
She's a
always has
warrior.
that sweet smile on her
She's
face.
like-
Yes.
Yeah, she's like
She's
the
a warrior.
sweetest person ever.
She's an unbelievable woman. Then we got Finn Page. Finn Page joined the team pretty
Yes.
recently. She's just a cool cat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just I was
She
sitting down
is
just
dope.
rapping.
Yeah.
with her.
If
She's
cool,
as
if
hell.
cool needed a picture,
right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That was her.
then it's
Alright.
cool. Yeah.
It's just like I just want to fucking sit on the couch and smoke a fucking bowl with Finn.
Yeah.
And just fucking bullshit for hours.
Yeah.
Let's create the world. Like that's just that. Oh, it's beautiful.
She's designed the website and all the email fucking copy.
Yeah, like you know, like hey, we need this many subscribers, and you'll get more videos.
They really get
Yes.
double
Yeah.
plug.
Wow,
Yeah.
double plug.
That's
They go
what's
they
up.
go like
And we
50%
have
on
the
the first
amazing,
one.
beautiful Jennifer Lynn,
75 on the second
who
one. If
has
you
done
really want to
fucking
see what she can do at 100%,
basically
you
everything.
pay for the third
You
one.
never
here.
Okay.
At the company in terms of producing.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
And,
We'll talk.
Yeah,
and
for
making
sure.
sure that
We'll
things
talk.
happen behind the scenes.
All right, so
like,
now,
there's a million moving parts. Making
good
film
morning,
and
good
television
evening,
is
good
very
afternoon,
similar
everyone
to
watching.
the military,
My
especially
name
if
is
you're
Donny
looking
O'Malley,
at.
and you're watching the Vet TV podcast.
I am sitting
My only
here
experience
with
is
three
infantry units,
fantastic
but an infantry
individuals
unit is being
right
supported
now.
by a whole
I've
bunch
got Tyler
of
to my
units.
right.
It's a lot of-
There's a lot
I've
of
got Rico
logistics
to my
involved.
left, and to my
Yeah.
far
Getting
left,
the
I've
infantry
got
to do
Joseph.
what they're doing, especially just going
And
training.
these three individuals
And,
have joined
Lynn
veteran
is
television in the last week to
background
create some
making
hilarious
all of
shit.
those things happen.
Beginning with a show
And she
called
does
Tactical
so
Operations
as a
Center,
single
which we're
mom
going to get
raising a
into
beautiful
later.
boy, Lynn, we love
So,
you.
if you
You're
are
amazing.
subscribed,
You're awesome.
you are a subscriber to Veteran
And,
Television, and you are watching
I'm not forgetting
us.
any
First
Vet
off,
TV woman, am I?
Thank you with
I
all
don't think so.
my
No. Okay, good.
tiny,
Kayla Salinas,
soft
shout
little
out, man.
heart.
Love you. You guys
Wish
literally
you
keep
could
us
be
alive.
here.
Wish you could be here. We
Keep us
saw you
able
last
to
week,
make
but
comedy
she's
for
part
you
of
guys
the
out of
Tactical
the military
Operations Center,
experience.
and
Staff
to do a
Sergeant
job that we
Johnson.
love
Sergeant
every day.
Johnson.
So thank you for
Johnson.
subscribing.
holding it
Work
down.
for
Represents
fucking
FNCOs there.
Hell
on the
yeah.
top.
fat and skinny asses off. To,
So okay, I feel better.
make things that you guys love. So thank you
I
for
haven't
subscribing.
expressed the
To
immense
everyone
love
else
that
who
I
is
have for
watching
all
or
the
listening
incredible
who
women
is
that I
not
know.
subscribed to Veteran Television,
I'm fucking.
we still love you.
I
We
need
more
more
if you subscribe.
Especially
military
military
grateful
women
for
have
your,
really hard.
your
Absolutely.
support in
Yeah.
some way.
They don't get treated
But
too well by all these military.
As we
D-bags.
go through our live portion, we are
So,
going to
all right.
we're
Now,
only going
moving
to
on.
engage in the comments of Veteran Television.
get into
So our
y'all.
paying subscribers are the
Into
ones
us.
who
We haven't
engage
talked
with
about
us.
you at all.
Everyone else, we're glad you're
We're
watching
finna
all the
finish
shit.
on bro.
But we're going
Mm.
to engage
yeah.
with
Oh,
our
that's
subscribers.
how we talk about-
into you.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah,
Don't
I
forget that you can
He got
find this
into you. Rico got
podcast
into
on
me.
iTunes, Spotify,
Rico got into
Amazon,
everybody.
and anywhere
Yeah,
else
he
you can
did.
listen to podcasts.
You should really get tested.
But
after every
Rico's-
one.
Rico's a little hoe, man.
You should get tested.
I was out there
You,
just
Airing every
Kayla,
Tuesday at 5 p.m. is only available
goat.
on Vet TV. And I'll tell
Goat
you,
was
every
looking back
week,
at me and
every week we say
goat
some shit
had
that we
the look.
regret.
That goat almost F with you, man.
And,
Okay, let's-
the
we're
only
gonna go
way
around the
you're
room.
going to get to
Okay,
see
I
that
wanna hear.
is if you're watching us
Branch
live
MOS.
on the Vet TV app.
Who's
Ears
it gonna
served.
be?
Probably.
And
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I
something
was
that
gonna
really
bet
stood out.
Funny.
We are here
Funny.
to
Something
talk
fucking
about
hilarious
everything
from
that's
your
happening
military
at
experience.
Veteran Television, and then
So,
also
served in the
we're
Marines
here
from
to rip on the
2016 to
ridiculous shit that's
2020.
going on in the United
I was in
States military.
0431, Embark Raw.
Before we get
Poke as
into the
fuck,
rest of
but
it, we have to
really
introduce
proud of my
our
job and,
lovely
some of the
producer and
funniest
director,
shit that
Jennifer
happened.
Lynn. Jennifer, thank you so much for
when
guiding us today
My chief one officer,
and ensuring that
we
we
were
are
deployed,
always
and it was
successful
his
in all
birthday,
that we do.
and he legit, I never expected this. He called us
amazing.
like, "Yo, come to the cruise because I want to have a drink with
next
my
up,
boys."
I'm going to get
I
into
was
the show.
like,
that
all
we
right,
just
cool,
filmed.
sweet.
Okay,
and
we just
my
did a lot of
sergeant
crazy
fucked up.
shit.
He was like my best
I
friend.
just
love
got
you,
to
G.
hang out with you guys for the first time. We got to hang out with each other for the
Fucked up.
first time.
I love you.
I love you, bro. So he did it
insane.
prior
We've
to,
been
and we
working
started drinking
12-hour
heavy. This man
days
got so
for the last
beyond
4
fuck.
days.
He can
And,
usually outdrink me
and
under the
at the
table.
end of each
that
day-
night was not the case. I'm usually usually a lightweight.
Surprisingly.
Homeboy
I'm
was
loaded
on
with
the
energy.
bench like this. He
Right?
looked like a
I mean,
4-year-old waiting
brutal
for his dad to
12-hour
pick him
day.
up. But just
We are racking
with
our
his face like
brains
this,
as
and like,
hard as we can
T, I think it's time
to
go
both
home,
stay
man. And he's
focused,
like,
but then also to
what?
make funny shit.
So
And
long story short, they
improv.
put him in the van.
We're literally
take him
scripting
to the barracks. A
scenes
staff
on
sergeant
set.
takes him to the
And
barracks.
at the end of the day, I
And
am
he's like,
energized.
"Hey man,
I
we're
had a good
here."
time.
I couldn't go to sleep every.
Why am I here again?
Every night I tried.
He's like, "Bro, you
Even
gotta go to the
last
room."
Night, I told them like,
Okay.
no, go out with me.
Woke up the
or
next morning,
without
did
me,
not
go-
remember a
they were going to
fucking
strippers.
thing.
I don't know.
He's like, "Man, do you
But I was
remember
like,
how
no,
you
I'm
got
going
home?"
to sleep.
He's
And
like,
I
"No,
tempted.
dude, what happened?"
Like I was laying
I'm like,
in
"You got
bed,
so fucked up,
and
you
I
had to
couldn't
like
fall
be
asleep because I had
escorted
so
to
much
your room."
adrenaline going still.
And I was, that's one of the
Because I
most
was high,
endearing.
because
Like
I
I
really
love
around my home.
telling guys
like
stretching
it might
out,
be.
just
It's
feeling
not that
really
hard
good
at all.
about life.
Because it was
exactly what I
hour
did.
moment that
Rang every night.
This is the Donny we wanted. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Weird in his own way.
Actually, I
You guys
did.
are such
with
fucking
your life.
studs.
Yes.
You and all the rest of the cast members.
charged for that.
That was, oh my God, that's another revelation. I actually sent John Asaladio, our CEO, a message.
Everyone's got a good like hangover story.
So, Tactical Operations Center is a show
It'll be
about
me
I say the story
in
of
tactical
That's like the
operations
coolest
center.
friend to bring out because you know he's not like Dave's not gonna get
Yeah.
If he gets crazy,
Everyone has
he'll put himself
yeah.
in the
Everyone has like a good hangover.
And then
I got
at
shot.
some point,
Like,
experience. Stop
I
it.
got shot.
Jordan,
coolest
if you want to see any more, you're gonna have to subscribe to
This
this whole the entire concept.
That's how you get your numbers. Yeah, like like hey, we need this many subscribers, and we'll get more videos. Double plug, baby.
And didn't do much but to just observe everything that went on.
75
That's
the
how
second
this
one.
show
If
came
you really
to life.
want to see what you can do at 100%, you pay
It
for
was
something.
him describing his experience. Hey, we'll put it in that page.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Trying to script it as much as we could, and then you guys come. All right, so now
rewriting what we made,
but then also morning, good evening, a lot of good afternoon, everyone watching. My name is Donny O'Malley, and you're watching the Vet TV podcast. I am sitting here with three fantastic individuals right now. I've got Tyler,
makes a huge
The fact that he got it out there.
So we're out in the field. We've been doing this
and
for so
this
long.
is what was so
Normally
cool.
we sit
Jordan
in,
kept saying thank you,
a
thank you,
300
thank you.
meter bunker away and we
Actually,
blow stuff up, right? So we blow stuff up so that way
the
we're
best
safe.
thing that happened,
out
I
there
think,
so
on
long.
the
Fuck
entire
this, we got it.
on-set experience was
So we set
when Jordan
everything
was
up,
dressed as
already
a
do the
woman,
shape charge, do the grading,
Oh my God.
pretending to give my character for Sergeant Wexler head as part of a prostitution ring. Pretending, yeah.
And so we do that.
He did.
So boom, it's like the coolest thing in the
And,
world. It's like 4th of July.
and
you're
as he's
7,
on his
it's
knees in
amazing.
fishnets,
Shit falls down.
busted
after it
ass,
blows up, right?
lipstick, it's all fucked up. It's also on his teeth
Korean,
and his purple
all you do is
eyeliner.
blow up the
He looks
ground.
up
So
and
you
he's
have
like,
nothing but shrapnel,
honestly,
rocks, dirt. So it's falling out of the sky. So we start fucking feeding back to
looks
the
up at me.
bunker. And we have
honestly,
this guy, PFC
Donnie, I just
Curry.
wanted to say how grateful I
Curry,
am
excuse me.
for giving me the opportunity
And we
to
call
say
him
fuck
Pops,
you
he's
to
the
my
little
old
guy.
command.
So
This is
we're
really
all
such a
running,
special
right?
experience.
And
And I'm looking at him.
Dirty as
I'm looking down at him like,
a dirt claw.
What the fuck?
Hits him in the shoulder. He goes down. This is
You're
the
so
worst part.
welcome.
Nobody went back for dirt. Like this is the shittiest part. Like so
Oh,
Falcon.
no.
It was like, hurry, get up.
The hand. He's like he started
get to the
choking
bunker.
down,
watch
just
him go
like
down. You're like,
veins out of his arm.
So we get to the bunker.
Rest
Yeah.
and
Here
the
comes
sweat
Kurt,
off the brow.
Kurt
Oh,
coming around, finally
beautiful.
getting there.
And it's
And
actually
it
quite
hurt so
funny
bad,
because
like,
I
but
very
you made it,
recently
you're good.
started
A week later,
appreciating
we're out of the field. He has that
my
bruise from
ex-girlfriend's
his
hand
neck
on my neck.
all the way down
No,
to the side. I'm talking
man,
like
that's old news, man. Where the fuck
every
you been?
color you can think of.
See my shit?
Purple,
Come on.
blue, red. I mean, yeah, that's just
Me
a
being
moment
gay,
that
like that's
sticks out
something
to
new.
me.
Come on.
Funniest thing
No,
you had to be
my
there.
ex-girlfriend's
But-
hand on my neck. I'm finally like, oh wow, that's thanks
kind
for
of
jumping the gun
exhilarating.
and getting to your story.
And then Jordan now tell us.
did it on set, and I was I actually
Oh, yeah.
branch MOS year served.
Army, 18 and a half and continuing, still going. I'm a combat engineer and a psychological operations soldier.
When did you join?
2002.
Did you join because of 9/11?
Yes, that's a lie. No, college money. You're keeping it real, right? Transparent.
Thank you.
Transparency, man.
Thank you.
But I mean, yeah, because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh no, that yeah,
Yeah. That big
That's
thing.
happened. That happened too.
that was the thing.
Yeah. Tuition, though. Tuition, though.
You're up, babe. Let's do it.
All right, man. My name's Tyler Wilkins. I joined the Navy there's a whole story behind that. We won't get into it, but I joined the Navy in 2009. I got out in the very end of 2012. You know me. I like tragedy. I like expensive things being destroyed, and that's what I've always found funny. You know. So as far as like the response and everything that happened to this this earthquake, do you guys remember the Fukushima reactor.
Yes.
The meltdown.
2011.
2011.
There was an earthquake, caused a tsunami,
Right.
fucked up the nuclear reactor.
Right. Meltdown. It's just now cooling down. Did you know that? Yeah. You were there. Still cooling down. Still cooling down.
Wow.
And earthquakes in the middle of the ring of fire usually send a tidal wave across the ocean. And I was stationed on the little tiny island of Guam, which is about the size of San Diego. Right. So when you hear about a tidal wave, it's all up in arms. Everyone's reacting. No one knows how to do anything. You know, the only preparations we had were storm lines, you know, on all the other ships in the harbor. And in that harbor, we had 2 fast attack submarines. They're not the big boys. They're the smaller submarines, the fast attacked, like a crew of 100, 125, somewhere around there. But we had the pier was lined up in this direction. And not every time, but sometimes when the weather was good, they would line up submarines next to each other. And they took those, the mooring lines, they moored them together, and they just basically tied up submarines to this pier. And so when we had this tidal wave coming towards the island, you would think it would just overwhelm the island, but the Marianas Trench, right? Guam is the top of Marianas Trench. And that slows down all the tidal waves. But what happens is it sucks the water out of the harbor, right? And mooring lines are meant to stretch. They don't just pop, right? They're meant to stretch a little give, you know, and things like that. Yeah. And as the water's getting sucked out the first time, you can see the submarines starting to go out with the water, getting sucked out of the harbor like a vacuum. They come back. Everyone's like, oh, shit, that was crazy. Some of the lines you can see start to smoke. That's what happens with those polypropylene lines. They smoke when they're getting ready to stretch. You know, I'm like, this is wild. I love this shit, right? It's getting crazy. They try to throw on some more lines, and they're like, get off the pier. They're screaming at everybody. I'm laughing. I'm loving it, right? I'm just like, this is great. Chaos, finally, you know? 3 years of chip and paint, and I'm like, this is it. This is my moment.
The world burn.
Oh, just fucking to the ground, right? And so the second time comes back, and this is when the tidal wave is supposed to hit the island. It starts sucking the water out, and you can see the submarines going a little bit farther than they did last time, and it was just like a fiesta, man. Just gunshots. Pow, 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 pow. That's what it sounded like, and these are the mooring lines that are just snapping off. And there was probably about 12 to 16 mooring lines that were connecting the submarines to the harbor, and they started popping off, right? And then the submarines just keep going, and they get to the edge, and the submarine starts bouncing off of the pier and starts ripping it off. Then pow, snaps the last ones. You see air compressor hoses, firefighting hoses, and the shore power cables, which are like this thick. They start getting ripped out of the submarine. They fall into the harbor, electrify the whole harbor. Oof. Submarine starts flying out there. They got people panicking. They're like, well, we can't put the boats in the water yet because there's a tidal wave, right? We get in there, and the punchline I'll never, ever forget was when we got in the boat, we started driving it up to the submarines, and, you know, we're like, hey, man, you guys okay? You guys think we're okay, right? No, we're not okay. And we're like, do you guys have comms or anything? Comms were hooked up to the pier. He's like, fuck no, we didn't have comms. So you had these $2 billion submarines floating in the water, looking like 2 turds in a toilet bowl, floating around in the fucking harbor. Oh man,
That's fucking crazy.
Great investment on taxpayer
Big
money.
money. I was just gonna say,
Winning.
Oh, it was just
spent.
like, yes, spend it, baby.
Wow, that's the U.S. Navy. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys got to introduce yourselves to our lovely friends out there. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to get to acknowledge our lovely friends out there during the AMA portion of the show.
Hell yeah.
Hey, y'all.
So we're taking questions from the Vet TV subscribers only. Again, thank you. We love you. Everyone else, people who are watching on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, feel free to comment and ask us questions. We're just not going to get to it right now. We'll get around to you one of these days. But Lynn, what do we have? Who's trying to talk to us?
One of the first ones is James Heaton. He wants to know, is anyone going to be out at the Palm Springs hike?
Ooh, Palm Springs.
Is that the April 17th?
That's Oceanside.
Okay,
Palm
I'll be
Springs
there.
is March 20th.
March 20. Anyone? Palm Springs? No, I'm sorry. Bro, I know that some of the Vet TV staff is going. I know that for a fact. I'm pretty positive Sarah is. Matthias might be.
I know some of the TikTok creators are going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah, we're spread out everywhere.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
We're going to be
are.
everywhere, yeah.
So there will be our presence there. I will not be there, though. I'm very sorry. We'll have to bro out another time, bro.
Go to the Oceanside one.
Oceanside, yeah, April 17. What?
Oh, I'll be there.
Ooh.
What's next?
Harley S. Walton wants to know. He said, "You guys rock. Please keep up the great work. Is Team Banff dead, or will you be doing anything else with Richard?"
First off, thank you. Love you, bro.
Thank you.
Oh my, let me tell you this. I fucking love Team Banff so much. I absolutely love that show. That thing nailed the infantry experience in Afghan and Helmand province so brilliantly. The two guys who made it, they don't want their names mentioned, but they're so fucking talented. Veteran Standard Issue is the guys who made it. Vet TV didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
We essentially bought that season from them. Is there going to be a season 2? Look, I hope one day that we can. However, the cost to make that show is so fucking high, we can't afford it. They gave us a gnarly deal the first time, but the second time around, it's just so fucking high that we can't afford a season 2 of it right now. Maybe one day, if every single subscriber got 3 friends to subscribe next week, you know, it's a totally different fucking ball game.
Use
Balls
3
in your
accounts.
court? No.
Use 3
Balls
emails.
in your
Use 3
court.
emails. It's 15 bucks.
Use 3
But,
emails.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, super bummer because I fucking love Team Banff and I want so much more of that. But I really want to try to find a way to work with those guys again because as you can tell, for those, so there are a lot of people who grunts who like Team Banff way more than a Grunt's Life. They're like, yeah, Grunt's Life is cool.
Yeah.
But Team Banff is because Team Banff is like fucking South Park in
Right.
an infantry fire or Team America, same writers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In an infantry fire team in Afghanistan, Helmand.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking brilliant. So I want
That's
more of that
badass.
shit. Anyways, who's next? What do we got?
We got Adam Herbert. He's asking, "Do you plan to do a podcast with Black Rifle Coffee or Cleared Hot?"
Yeah. Okay, so Jared is going to be on the Bet TV podcast, Jared Taylor, the next time he comes into San Diego. I have no confirmation from Matt. Actually, I never asked.
You're not wrong. You don't have any
Yeah,
confirmation.
you still
Yeah.
don't have any confirmation.
Yeah.
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 And Cleared Hot, I just heard about them.
They make some cool shit.
Yeah.
I bought some of their snapbacks. They have solid work and some of their decals and graphics, like for shirts and stuff. Like, have you seen? I don't know if Fatal, like the brand Fatal. It's kind of like pinup girls with tattoos. It's kind of like the same concept, but with tactical elements. They do a whole bunch of shit. Hats, skateboards,
I like tactical pinup
t-shirts,
girls.
hoodies. They have tactical gear too. They're pretty solid. They're
Okay.
pretty dope.
All right. Well, so the answer is only Jared Taylor for right now. But we will do many things with all of the veteran brands in the future. Right? Our goal is to bring the military community together with laughter. That's the vision of the company.
Absolutely.
And we've brought a lot of different military influencers together and military brands together. We work with everybody because we don't have competition. There are no other comedy television networks, right? And so we get to help work with these other brands, and we can help
Right.
market their products so that their businesses can flourish too. So we'll be working with everybody at some point. Just give it time. Who else?
Kevin wants to know, any plans for new Drunken Debriefs episodes?
Ooh.
I would love to, but Eli 𝙎𝙧𝙧𝙚, he's the guy who made Drunken Debriefs. That's it's so funny, the 2 shows I asked about, that shows some of the few shows that we didn't produce ourselves. That's his show, Drunken Debriefs, and he licensed it to us. I would love so much for him to do another season, but he's
Yeah.
so fucking busy. He just doesn't have the
Right.
time to make it. So maybe one day, hey, look, if you really want another season of Drunken Debriefs, reach out to Eli 𝙎𝙧𝙧𝙚. He is one of the Black Rifle guys.
Okay.
And let him know you would love to have another season. And Vet TV will fucking pay for it. He's just got to have the time to make it. So there you go. What else?
It's beautiful.
What's up?
I think we need to get into the Get At Me, Bro.
Oh, shit. You guys know what this is time for?
Get at me, bro.
Yep.
Okay, get at me, bro.
Send it.
I've got one,
And now-
but I'll read off some of the comments. But
Hold
I
on.
do have one.
Can I
that
do the
we
intro?
had.
I love this
Yeah.
part.
Oh, well, I'm
All right,
experiencing
everybody.
this
So
for the
now
first
it's time for my favorite fucking segment of the day. This is the Get At Me, Bro segment of the podcast. This is where we give you the opportunity to call in and talk shit to my fucking face, dude.
Oh, get
Let's
at him,
fucking
bro.
go. No more of that fucking little basement bitch shit.
Come on,
Behind the
keyboard
fucking keyboard.
warriors. Keyboard
Fucking
warriors.
talking shit with your fingers.
Bring it. Beta bitches.
Bring that shit. Call in the Vet TV, and we're gonna fucking throw down some fucking words,
Let's
bro.
do it.
Whoa,
Nut the fuck up.
Nut
Skype
up.
in.
Let's go.
I want to
Let's
see your
go.
fucking face while you send it, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
What do we got?
We
Yeah.
got it.
Let's see it.
We got it.
Come on.
We getting it.
This one is one that I found off of the Facebook, or Matt's all right found it. I don't even know how to say. Ducey, I like scats cats. This is why the military is a joke. Quote unquote, protecting our freedom. LOL.
Wait a minute.
This show is why the military was a joke. Really? Did you not see the articles that we read off?
Yeah. Did
What
you
the
even
fuck?
serve, bro?
yeah.
Exactly. First question.
Yeah.
National Guard doesn't count.
Thank
No
you.
offense.
Thank you for your father's service, I'm sure. Yeah.
I thank your father for his service. I don't thank you.
Yeah. I don't think you served, dude. But you want to fucking call in and say this shit to my face?
Please
Yeah.
and
Or
thank you.
you want to keep being a little basement bitch?
Come on. Come on.
wait,
Say good
we'll
things. Say good things.
Fucking hiding behind a social media picture of a fucking.
I
a
bet you it's an
movie.
anime character.
I guarantee it's an anime.
It's not even his picture. It's an
No.
anime character.
It's
Some other.
always it always be like that.
Yeah.
But people don't want to fucking send it.
This is
Keyboard
why the
warriors.
military is a joke. I mean, we get that, but it's after the fact that we're making the joke about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
We're the
But
reason
then-
the military is a joke.
But
All right,
even
cool.
when we're
Sweet.
serving, are we supposed to be robots? Or are we not human?
Yeah.
They'll give a shit for that too.
I don't know. We either baby
He didn't
killers.
serve, man.
You have
Yeah.
to call in. You have to call in.
He's a basement
Either
bitch, man.
either we're jokers or we're baby killers. I just don't.
I don't know.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Some chick sent me a message on Bumble.
Oh,
Slid in my DMs.
Yeah, you just plugged yourself there.
Yeah.
He
Donnie is live and available on
I've been
Bumble.
plugging myself hard since I got single.
So Dingo Cats, if you can't find it on Skype, you can find them on Bumble.
Oh yeah, holla, let's go, bro.
MySpace,
All this shit.
Facebook.
Anyway, she said, oh no, what'd she say? She's like, are you done harming civilians? And I'm like, what? and so I knew what she was getting at. She's just some fucking just dumb hippie chick who,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty hippie myself, but she's a dumb hippie chick. And
She just hasn't made money off of being dumb and hippie. Yeah, I got you.
And so I knew what she was getting at. She just saw my military photos and just wanted to fucking throw shade at a military guy.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh my God, no way. You're a fan of Ed TV. What's your favorite show? She just wrote back, what?
You know what you should have wrote back? Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah. Shit, all right. I'll find her. I'll do that later. All right. I guess nobody else wants to fucking get at me, bro.
No one wants to call in.
That's it.
So we'll fucking, no one else, Lynn?
Franz Miller said, go find some shorts that aren't 3 sizes too small, you fool. I
Why?
think he misses the point of silkies.
Silkies.
I have
I don't
fucking
think he
perfect
served.
legs.
Sky's out.
Why would I
thighs
do
out.
that? Why would I fucking cover up these goddamn fucking beautiful legs? I look like I got ballerina
You
legs.
have nice legs.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
You really do.
You've
You
great
should see
legs.
me when I in drag, man. That shit'll fucking confuse the shit out of you.
Not me. No.
No, you're just in it
I'm
to
here.
win it.
I'm here for you.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here for either side.
I don't care. I don't care if those were 6 sizes too small.
Any holes of
I'm
gold,
still
baby.
here.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So I don't know what is wrong with Franz Miller, but he's like, what the fuck is with all the shit mouth? Grow up or shut up. And you can't appropriate the term baby killers. He spelled that wrong, buddy. Good job. That's reserved for us Vietnam War veterans. Spelled veterans wrong too, baby. We'll get you hooked on phonics. It's okay.
I don't think he's trying to throw shade at us with that. I think he's throwing shade at the chick.
Okay, well, thank you
right.
for your service.
Yo, if you were Vietnam era,
Fuck me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
mad respect.
Oh man,
definitely.
that yeah.
Mad respect.
Definitely.
That's a different era.
They all want the number. And Food Life says your legs are perfect, Donnie.
Thank you.
See, there
They
you go.
are. They're
Yeah.
very
Thank you.
soft.
Thank you. Yeah.
So-
Dude, I'm getting less hairy. It's the weirdest shit.
I'm kidding. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
It's
man.
fucking weird. I don't shave
You
nothing.
have a beautiful head, Tyler. I don't want to hear
It's a
that shit.
beautiful head, but the hair that lies upon it is
I like how
Just-
you put
just
that all
lacking.
Just commit,
hallmarky.
man, and fucking shit.
the hair that lies upon
That's like a love movie.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
hair
how
that
did,
lies
how did I
upon
just
it.
make bald beautiful like that?
Yeah, you did.
You did.
It's
I'm
nice.
gonna have to quote that.
Yeah.
What did I say? I don't know. We'll run it back.
Bald is the way to
Run it
go.
We'll throw it back.
Yeah, we'll throw it back.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah, see, Rico.
I shaved it.
Man, dude,
shaved
That's
wasn't that the best part of this whole weekend? Is the makeup lady? I cannot remember her name. Brienne. Yes, I feel awful for that. She every time we were on set, she'd come up to me and Rico and makeup,
Pad your
makeup,
heads.
get the shimmer
I didn't
off.
shave my head because I didn't want it to be too shiny. Because after the first day, she had to like dole my head up. I just let it grow. Well, attempted to, anyways.
I thought the best part of the week of filming was him backing that juicy Puerto Rican ass up into you.
First of all,
yeah.
That
I
him
threw
throwing
that
it
shit
back.
So
I
yeah,
was a fucking
so
power
I think
bottom.
I think that's where I got
Sorry,
all
Mom.
my
Mojo.
Sorry, Mom. Mom,
because
you're
he
still
threw
watching.
it
I'm sorry.
back. He hit me, and I was like, no.
No.
Not today.
No. No.
You know what's funny? From rehearsal, we went in rhythm. Like, it's like, all right.
I know it was
rehearsal,
kind of
we just
creepy.
bah,
It was kind
bah,
of creepy
bah.
because we were just like getting. I was like, man, this okay.
Yeah.
There's so
We're
much.
throwing it
Okay,
back.
so to those who are just listening and can't see us, Rico had to do a couple sex scenes. One of them was behind Joseph. Okay, and
Oh, your mom's still watching.
in
Yeah,
that scene,
sorry, Mom.
don't worry,
I'm like
Mama.
this
It was
step- I'm
it was
like that.
totally clean, and clothes on, all that stuff. But he gave a brilliant performance. Fucking smashing that
Thank you.
amazing
The
Puerto
thing
Rican
with the
butt.
leg fucking.
The leg. Oh my
just like,
gosh.
bah, bah, and then he
Used
threw
him
the leg
like a
on top of me,
footstool.
Then Rico
Angles.
does another sex scene where he has to be behind a female, and he comes at it all weak and shit. He's just kind of just like does a little shake, a
Nervous.
little wiggle.
Nervous. You got.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous.
You don't.
I
You
didn't
don't
know how much
you
I
don't-
wanted to
You
put
don't
it-
I
even.
know how you feel. I've had to do it too, and it's really uncomfortable because it's a woman. You're like, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable with me
Exactly.
going too far.
And then
It's a careful thing.
I was like, Kayla, this is what I'm doing. This is my hand, such and such.
Yes,
I
yeah.
was like,
I'm gonna put my hand here.
Exactly. I was like, is that okay?
Yes.
Because I was extremely with you. I'm sorry,
I
bro.
wish
I
you
didn't
would-
give you
I
that.
wish
I
you
didn't
would-
give you that courtesy. I just threw.
Yeah.
No, it's your fault. You threw it back on me, so I had to retaliate and get it back.
Two alpha
You weren't gonna
males.
do that to me.
Alpha males competing for sex
Yeah,
against each other. Yeah.
You were throwing
yeah.
it back. I
It's
was.
like, I'm
giving
gonna
it.
fuck
That
you.
was
No,
the-
I'm fucking you.
Exactly.
I'm fucking you. Yeah.
That was the
Just
ultimate
gnawing
struggle
stuff.
for dominance.
Yes.
And like at one
love
point,
it.
after we filmed the first couple scenes, Jordan came up to me. He's like, "Would you be comfortable with like lifting up your dress or whatever
Man
the
dress.
fuck?"
Again.
And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Regretted that immediately because I felt everything, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't break character. Let me just finish this scene."
You're just gonna have
Dude,
to
I
take
felt
it.
that shit,
I think Rico was a partner of most of the cast,
Yeah.
including
Yeah.
the goat.
including the goat.
Including the goat.
The goat. Me and the goat had a moment.
Rico and I snuggled as well
Yes.
after a very, very bloody couple of weeks in
Yeah.
in the desert. Yeah.
Okay.
We did DP that goat though. That was pretty good.
All right, y'all. I don't know about you, but I've had an amazing time with y'all
Absolutely,
on this podcast.
man.
Definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
So we're going to wrap this thing up and tell our subscribers, for those of you who are listening and watching, thank you so much for subscribing to Veteran Television, keeping the dream alive. This is all just a distant fantasy once upon a time, a television network for the military that made comedy. And because of you guys, we are able to actually live this dream.
Yes.
And hopefully we are creating things that you dreamt of being made one day. All right, because that was really how this whole
Yeah.
idea came to be. Is I listened to enough people say, "Oh my God, you should make a show about my MOS. Or you should make a show about this or this or this." And I'm like, yeah, okay, I think there's a market for it. Let's fucking give it a
Yeah.
shot.
Definitely.
So thank you for subscribing. We love the hell out of you.
Absolutely.
Please give us feedback on our shows. Okay,
Yeah, please.
If you haven't watched the show, then give it a fucking watch and then let us know what you think, because that helps us create better shows for you. And once again, for all the listeners out there, check out the Vet TV podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and Amazon. Don't forget, we have a bunch of really cool merchandise coming out every holiday, but specifically St. Patty's Day. Go to shop.veterantv.com and pick out some cool shit. And then when you rock it, take a picture of that shit and send it to us, or hashtag us, or tag us. That way we can also post it on Vet TV. And don't forget to check out our amazing, hold that for the camera, por favor. There you go. Our amazing partner and sponsor, 22 Sierra Coffee. Check them out at 22sierracoffee.com and use the promo code capital VETTV, VETTV, no spaces, to get 15% off your order. 22 Sierra is the official coffee of dark humor. Also, we got Silky's Hikes coming up. We have so many fucking Silky's Hikes this summer. I'm probably, guys, we need to plan this shit. To all the creators. We need to go to Silky's Hikes together. They are
Yes.
amazing opportunities
Yes.
to have reunions for all units. If you still talk to your squad back in the day, squad up and meet up at a Silky's hike.
Yes.
Also for the creators, we got to meet up at fucking Austin Silky's hike, Dallas, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Florida. The hikes are all over the fucking country, and it's an amazing weekend. You fucking fly in Thursday night or Friday morning. You get into a new city. You check into a hotel or Airbnb. Everyone's all fucking happy and excited.
It's so
then
much fun.
Friday night, there's like a pre-party before every hike. There's a pre-party. Some parties are bigger than others. Then the next day, the hike is 12 hours of nonstop fucking fun, starting 8 o'clock in the morning. And then that night, there's always an after party at some place. There's always fucking dancing. We get crazy and shit. And it's just an amazing fucking time. You're going to make friends.
Yes.
And you're going to laugh your fucking asses off and have a good ass day. And then the next day, I like to adventure out whatever city I'm in. I like to explore the greatest country in the entire fucking world.
Absolutely.
So I like to adventure around a city, usually on a bicycle. And you get on a bike and bike around the
Absolutely.
city with a bunch of friends.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this is the fucking coolest shit.
I'm excited. The Oceanside one will be my first one. So
Okay.
I'm stoked for that.
Oceanside's gonna
I'll be
be
hitting
April
4 of them
17th.
this year.
Nice.
4 of them.
Dude,
yeah.
that's sick. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit hopefully 10 this year.
Okay, well, you know what.
Dang, you just shamed
So
your
I'll just-
war.
no, we'll link up, man. We'll link up. And then, as always, to check out the Silky's hikes that you are going to attend this year, make sure you go to irreverentwarriors.com/events. Or just go to the homepage and you'll see all the events on there. Okay. And as always, make sure that you, what did I say? Maximize the value of veteran television.
Maximize the value of veteran television by texting somebody you served with, because truthfully, social connections save lives. Like,
Ooh,
That's what's up.
it works.
beautiful.
It helps.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We do this because we want you to laugh, but we want
Yes.
you to laugh, remember good times and good friends, and then text those friends.
Yes.
Definitely.
Call
And
them,
then-
text them.
Good things happen from there.
Legit, a call or text can save a life. I'm dead serious.
Absolutely.
I've seen it many times over the last 5 years.
Yep.
You never know.
times.
You never
it's
fucking
just the
know.
right time. Every time is the right time. You're never bugging anyone. Bug them if you think you are.
That's
Bug them.
it.
Do it.
All right, guys. It's been so much fucking fun
Hell
hanging out
yeah,
with
Donny.
you
Thank
on
you
the podcast,
so much.
but especially this whole past week.
It's been dope.
It's been
wild.
fun laughing, riffing, creating, smashing, all the shit. Good fucking
God,
times.
hell
Rico,
yeah.
Tyler, Yosef, you guys are so fucking sick. And to anyone else who has a desire to entertain, I think it's fair to say all of us are little kids at heart who just want to fucking entertain people.
Definitely.
We all have a minor desire for attention. And
Yeah, just yeah.
and if that
For
is
sure.
you as well, make sure that you reach out to us and show us all the awesome things that you've created. Don't reach out and say, "Oh, I want to be a creator. I want to be an actor." And then I look at your profile and there's not a single fucking thing that communicates you're a creator. Okay, so make sure you're actually doing the things that you say you want to do, and then hopefully this can be you one day. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for
Awesome.
subscribing. Text someone you serve with. Peace, love, and war.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, man.